So welcome back. Today we are discussing about how to construct a unit hydrograph from another unit hydrograph. Okay, in last class we discussed about construction of S-curve. So today we are taking one duration of unit hydrograph and making it another unit hydrograph of different duration. For example, today we are doing 6-hour unit hydrograph and making it as 3-hour unit hydrograph. Okay, it can be 2 to 4, 4 to 6, etc. It can be anything. You can do any type of duration change, or you can construct any duration of any unit hydrograph with any duration from another unit hydrograph of any duration. Okay, so same method. Today we are doing deriving 3-hour unit hydrograph from 6-hour unit hydrograph. This is our question, and this question is 6-hour unit hydrograph. This is 6-hour unit hydrograph duration. Okay, this is the result of 3-hour unit hydrograph. So question will be construct a 3-hour unit hydrograph from the given 6-hour unit hydrograph, and then this table will be given. Okay, so this is the question, and first and foremost point to be taken is the 6-hour, or the question that you have been given, from which you will be deriving another unit hydrograph, is taken as capital T0. In here, capital T0 is 6 hours. Duration of unit hydrograph in your question. T0 is 6 hours. Okay. And the duration of unit hydrograph which you are desiring, which your result is taken as smaller than T0. That is, in this question, in this scenario, it is 3 hours. So keep in mind those two things. Capital T0 is 6 hours, which is in your question, and smaller T0 is 3 hours, which should be in your answer. Okay. So these two values are given in your question, and these should be taken care of. Everything will be changing with these two values. Okay, it can be 2 and 4, it can be 4 and 9, it can be anything. Okay, so note those values and note this time table also, time duration also. Okay, so first you are doing first step of construction of another unit hydrograph from an existing unit hydrograph. Is first step is construction of S-curve. You have to construct an S-curve from this unit hydrograph, and that method we have already gone through. There are two methods. You can actually lag those single values into a number of columns and add all those values, or you can do the alternate method. Here I have drawn the alternate method, except these 4 columns. Using these 2 columns you can get ordinates of S hydrograph in this 4th column. Okay, so first what we are doing is transfer these 2 values. We are taking these 2 values. I am repeating myself. We are transferring these 2 values because duration of unit hydrograph is 6 hours and duration interval of time is 3 hours. So 0, 3, 6. So you have to take 2 rows to get 6 hours. Okay, so that's why we are transferring these 2 and transfer back to 3rd column, shifting 2 rows, that is 0 and 9, 20 plus 0, 20, 9 plus 35, 44, transfer these 2, 20, 44, 69, 87. Okay, likewise it will be going like, and there will be an equilibrium value. Okay, we have done this in the last video. Okay, so the value is, this is ordinates of S-curve. Okay, so we have constructed S-curve from a 6-hour unit hydrograph. Okay, and second step is offset. Offsetting this S curve ordinates to T0, smaller to T0. Do not confuse that. Offset this S curve ordinates by smaller to T0. That is the duration of unit hydrograph that you want to get at the end. Smaller to T0. In this, it is 3 hours. Okay, so 3 hours means just you have to offset it by 1 row. 0, 3, 6 hours. So interval is 3 hours. So offset it just 3 hours. That is 1 row. The same values we are offsetting it by 1 row. 0, 9, 20, 44, 69, 87, 104 and 144. Okay. Offset by 1 row because 1 row means 3 hours. T0. Okay. Then next, third step, find the difference between these two values, these two columns, last two columns. 0, 0 minus 9, 0, 0 minus 9, 9, 20 minus 9, 11, 44 minus 20, 24. So likewise 25, 18, 17, 11, 6, 3, 0, 0. Okay, so that was the difference between last two columns, ordinates of S curve and offset ordinate of S curve. Subtract these two columns. Okay, and last column, this will give you the result. That means ordinates of 3 hour unit hydrograph. Okay, that is by the equation delta y into multiply with T0, capital T0 divided by small letter T0. Capital T0 is the duration at your question, 6 hours. Small letter T0 is the duration that should be in your result. So delta y into T0 at your question is 6 hours. Small letter T0 at your answer is 3. That is 2 delta y. Okay, so multiply with 2 with this column. So 0 into 2, 0, 0 into 9, 18, 0 into 11, 2 into 11, 22, 48, 50, 36, 34, 22, 22, 12, 6, 0, 0. So this gives you the answer for this question. So we have constructed a 3 hour unit hydrograph from a 6 hour unit hydrograph. Okay. So the important points that you shouldn't miss is capital T0 and smaller T0, and why you are selecting 2 rows at this section and why you are selecting 1 rows at this section. We chose 2 rows at this transfer of S curve section because the question was 6 hours. Question was unit hydrograph with capital T0 6 hours. So 0, 3, 6. You had to reach 2 rows to attain 6 hours. 0, 3 interval was 3 hours. Unit hydrograph was of duration 6 hours. So 0, 3, 6. You chose 2 rows. We found out the ordinates of S curve, and at this point we lagged only 1 row because the result what we want to get is 3 hours. Unit hydrograph with 3 hour duration. So only for that small letter T0 we are lagging or offsetting S curve values, that is only 3 hours T0. Okay. That is the only point you should be remembering, and this will be the only area that variation will be coming with respect to different questions. Okay, I hope you understand. There were 3 points, 3 steps. First step was to construct S curve that we did in our last video. Second one was offsetting it with respect to T0, small letter T0, that is 1 row in this case. Last one, delta y and 2 into delta y with this equation, capital T0 by small letter T0. In this case it was 2. Okay, I hope you understood, and this is the final point in your runoff calculation, and try to remember it. It is a repeating question in your universities. Okay, thank you. If suppose the question was to derive 6-hour unit hydrograph from a 9-hour unit hydrograph with same initial data. We did the question to derive 3-hour unit hydrograph from 6. Okay, so if it was 6 from 9, we would be first step we would be taking 3 rows as a single unit and transferring it as as values. Okay, so in our question we transfer only 2 rows of values, 0 and 9. So instead of that, if it was 9-hour unit hydrograph, we would transfer 0, 9 and 20. We take it as a single unit and transfer right into ordinates of S curve and transfer it into the third column, lagging 3 rows, okay, and add it. Then again we will lag 3 rows likewise. Okay, so that is one point. And the next change is the result you want is 6 hours instead of 3 hours that we did in this problem. Duration is 6 hours. So we would lag 2 rows at ordinate of offset S curve instead of 1 row. In that we just offsetted single row, we will be doing 2 rows.